All right, we are going to be looking at how to find the slope and the y-intercept from a graph, and that helps us write the slope-intercept form. The easiest thing to do is to find the y-intercept. That's where your graph crosses the y-axis, the straight up and down vertical line axis. So notice here that would be at 1, 2, 3, 4. So my y-intercept is the b, which is in this case a positive 4. Okay. The next thing we would want to do is to find our slope. Our slope is our rise over our run. So we need to find 2 points that cross the grid line. So we're looking at the grid line, so we want something that crosses directly in the middle of that grid line as we're following this line. So our y-intercept works, and it looks like we could pick this point or this point or this one. Any of those. They cross the grid line. This blue line crosses those grid lines perfectly. So what we're going to do is find the rise over the run. So this will be 1, 2, 3, and run 2. So our rise is 3 and our run is 2. So if I wanted to write this equation, my slope is 3/2 here, and my y-intercept is 4. So I have 3 more examples for you as we go through these examples. Alright, so then this one, notice this line is negative. The easiest thing to find again is that y-intercept. This y-intercept is a negative 1. Now I can find my slope, which is rise over run. So I need to find some pretty points where the green line here crosses the grid lines directly in the middle. So it intersects those grid lines. So you can pick any of these points, it doesn't matter which one. And let's just connect these two. So you want to connect any of those 2 points and then find the rise over the run. So the rise is the vertical distance. This one's 2, and it's actually going down 2 and over 1. So the rise is down 2 over 1. Negative 2 divided by 1 is negative 2. So when I write this equation, my slope is negative 2, my y-intercept is negative 1. And I have 2 more examples. This line is a positive slope, so we will have a y-intercept at 2, and the slope is positive. And again, we want to do rise over run. So let's go to this point. Rise, run. I'm rising 1 and I run 3. So rise is 1, run is 3. So my m is the slope, 1/3. And my y-intercept is 2. And I have 1 more example for you. I'm looking at this green line. Notice it is a negative slope. The line is going down. It has a downward slope. The easiest thing to find is that y-intercept. So that would be at 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. My y-intercept's negative 4. And then I need to find some pretty points to find that slope or rise over run. So I want to know, where does this green line cross the grid line perfectly? It looks like here and here. So I want to connect these 2 points. And I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 5 over 1. So as we write slope slope as rise over run. We're going down 5 over 1. Negative 5 divided by 1 is negative 5. So this equation in slope-intercept form would be negative 5x minus 4.